Hey everybody, BGO5 here again for another YouTube video on Cookie Universe. I just really love this game, and sorry if this is loud in the background, but I'm just kind of laying down in my bed. So, just because, I'm on my phone, so nothing else really to do. Yes, let's do this. Let's see, what's the first simulation I want to do? First of all, we're going to do a simulation that I've done prior to this video today, just to show y'all how I narrated it. So, first of all, I put a planet in the habitable zone. Sorry about that. I'm going to pause this to charge my phone. Okay, let's do this. Is my phone charging? No, let's just have this simulation going for a little bit. Give this guy a rotation. And as you can see, it's a planet that has lunar continents. I really don't care right now. I really don't care. Stop doing! No, go away! Thank you! Thanks for going away. It seems like it's freezing. Strange. One moment. Okay, 1 moment. 2 minutes. But it seems like the plant's freezing for some reason. Strange. But, now, let's just throw a large-sized moon-type body towards it. And let me narrate the damage that would happen if this were Earth. Okay, so first of all, NASA would obviously, anyone on this part of the world, looking at what would presumably be the moon, or a large asteroid, or dwarf planet really, would, be panicking like hell, because, large round asteroid coming towards their face. But as it got closer, it would be slowly kind of ripped apart, because it's entering the Roche limit of the planet. And it would obviously start burning up from the atmosphere that it's touching right now. And right here, right now, is when any civilization that is on this planet, or on Earth, would have a massive shockwave go all the way around the Earth and back, just soaring through and breaking windows and knocking people over if they're kind of nearby, like, per se, this close on this continent right there. Possibly even, like, just, slightly closer than it. Like, any closer than that, you're pretty much fried. And as you can see, anyone on the two sides, night side, day side of the planet would be able to see this massive, just amount of red hot debris being shot out of the atmosphere, out into the atmosphere too. But anyone here would just be able to hear it and, experience some of the, massive droughts that are gonna come from this heat. Yes, that actually hit one of the main continents, so that would be bad. And then all this debris would fall down, which this does not simulate, onto the planet, and it would dry up, and possibly all become magma, killing every everything. But over time, the atmosphere would come back. The mantle? No, not the crust would eventually cool down, and water would eventually come back to the surface, although in smaller portions, because most of it was evaporated and out, like just out into space. So let's just add some water, just to make it, you know, at least some semi-similar to how it was. So now it has more water. You know, just fewer planets, just bear with that. And seems fairly much not really that changed after, you know, what would be millions of billions of years of recovery. Possibly even just thousands of years. But, you know, it eventually creates, like it was, fire to it. So the collision. Well, let's throw something else at it. Let's throw something a little bit more catastrophic. Let's throw a planet that is, I don't know why it starts off that big. About the same size as it's slightly smaller. And I was wondering, mass. Small. Okay. Now it's a moon. We just gave it a moon. You know, just roll with it, moon. But that must be. I was doing that. Now let's shrink it down there. No, to be. Okay. I gotta destroy that little moon thing. We gave it. All that debris would fly down onto there. And, you know, seeing as this is fairly close to the same size as the other planet, this would be catastrophic. If the other planet had an atmosphere of its own, and, you know, this one obviously having an atmosphere, the two atmospheres would become perturbed before they even hit, causing some people to die of maybe, for instance, suffocation. Possibly. And, you know, you probably wouldn't even feel anything from the other planet pulling on you because, you know, it's slightly smaller. But, if you were on this side, you're obviously already dead. And on this side, all you'd see is a massive other planet colliding. This side, all you'd feel would be a shockwave knocking you over, and knocking you over in the opposite direction because there'd be two shockwaves going around. And this, obviously, has a much more massive debris field. I mean, just look at that. It's all just red-hot rock that will eventually go back down and hit it. And this basically has the same effect as previously, as before, so not really much has changed other than it is now being dragged out of its orbit. And it has much less water. Like quite a lot less. Probably because that was just a rocky planet and it had no water or anything to speak of. So it acted more like some of those hot meteors in this game. But we need to get rid of some of that water. Okay, so there we go. We got our land masses again. And you know, it's just freezing. It's freezing cold. But, let's get another planet into this simulation. 10 minutes, okay. Get another planet into the simulation, real quick. And let's just see what would happen if a gas giant came near us. Possibly almost hitting it. I'll just give it a little bit of spin just because. But, let's make this a massive gas giant just to make it more and threatening. Per se, okay. Destroy it because, you know. And it doesn't show anything because time has stopped. Right there. It is obviously becoming perturbed by the gas giant, and it hits. But before it hits, it would have been going through that ring of it. You know, being hit and all the people there dying from the debris, and then its atmosphere being stripped away, possibly just exploding and becoming a new ring system for the gas giant. But I had no time to explain that because I was stupid enough to speed up time. So I won't restart that, but if you want me to restart and hitting. Now last time we did a white dwarf hitting this star, in which obviously it had dire consequences for the planet orbiting it. But let's see what happens when a bigger star, a much bigger star, let's just do a red giant for now, because blue giant would immediately crush every single planet. No, let's just see the habitable zone here, just so it doesn't immediately fry the planet. As you can see, it's a stars. Actually, we're gonna need to lock this one in place. Because, let's actually see what happens over time here. Life will be eradicated, as always. Because this star is going so close. Look at that, it's literally lighting up the night sky. And now it's so close that this would be your new daytime star. And it is being dried up. And it's being slingshotted out. Now this planet's just being forced to watch its star die. Just look at that. Imagine being on this planet. Imagine being on this planet. Yes, this will be the end of the video. So this was BG. Go! But, yes, this will be the end of the video. This is, BG105 here. Ending off the video after my mom so rudely interrupted me. But yes, stay cool guys, and peace out.